I used to be a pegboard hater. After using the wall systems like Milwaukee Packout and Ryobi LINK, I thought pegboard was pretty outdated. But once I started building the wall control setup, I realized that this was solving a different problem entirely. It's not just storage, it's versatility. So when Wall Control sent over this signature series setup for me to test, I wanted to find out whether this was still just pegboard in disguise, or actually one of the most flexible wall systems that you could build. Let's go. The big reason a wall system like this matters is simple. The tools you use most are either taking over the work surface, stuffed in a drawer, hanging somewhere inconvenient, or locked into a big name storage system that doesn't really fit everything you use. And that's where Wall Control stands out. Instead of forcing you into one narrow system, it gives you a more open wall platform that can be customized around the way you work. For this build, Wall Control sent over 8 of their signature series stealth black textured pegboard panels. Each one's gonna be 32 by 16 inches. They're made out of 20 gauge steel, powder coated, and are over 10 times stronger than a standard pegboard panel. For accessories, I picked up a mix that really shows what this system can do. I've got a drill holder rack, the perfect starter accessory pack, the 12 drawer pegboard bin cabinet, a 14-inch accessory hanger, router bit holder, clamp rack brackets, 2x2 C brackets, a screwdriver holder, and a nice set of spring clips. This is gonna give you storage for drills, drivers, router bits, screwdrivers, clamps, small parts, and a bunch of odd-shaped items, all without making the wall feel one-dimensional. And best of all, the products are all made in the USA, baby, right outside of Atlanta, GA, my hometown. So at first, I thought about spreading the panels wider across the wall, just like my Milwaukee Packout setup. But since these panels are magnetic, I chose to take them all the way up to the ceiling. Because a thin strip's gonna give you more width, but a full height really gives you a tool zone. And that's the difference. Running the wall from the bench all the way up to the ceiling lets the lower section handle the high-use tools, while the upper section gives you room for cleaner storage, signage, wood storage, magnets, or just visual breathing room. That makes the whole setup feel more intentional and a lot less cluttered. You want your layout right. You definitely want your first panel right. And if you're stacking panels vertically, you want the whole thing to read clean and intentional, so take your time. But the nice part is that once these steel panels start going up, the wall feels way more premium than traditional pegboard. The wall control system does come with drywall screws and anchors, but if you want the maximum in load-bearing capacity, opt for attaching the panels into studs. The peace of mind is totally worth it. Also, the wall control panels have the fasteners on the very far end of each panel, meaning if you connected them to more panels, whether horizontal or vertical, you'll be sharing a stud with the next panel. So if I was you, I'd opt for these number 8 by 2.5 inch GRKs instead of the included screws. They have a thinner body that can easily share a stud with another fastener, but they also have a large washered head that seats into the hole of the interior panel perfectly. So this was the first big surprise. Before a single tool even went on the wall, the space already looked better. And that's the part I didn't expect. Just taking these panels from the bench all the way up to the ceiling, I think was ultimately a great idea because now it looks way more intentional, finished, and a lot more premium. Now, technically, this is only about half of the full wall I could build here. To completely cover this section from bench top to ceiling and wall to wall, I'll need another 8 panels. But honestly, even at this stage, you can already see the difference. It stops feeling like I just added storage, and it starts feeling like this whole bench area is becoming a real workstation. And that's really the point. A good wall system shouldn't just give you more places to hang tools, it should make the whole space feel more usable, more organized, and more dialed in. So this is the part that makes wall control different. A lot of systems are strong as long as you stay inside of their ecosystem, like this one right here. But wall control is different because it gives you more options. You can use the proprietary accessories, which are purpose-built and clean. You can also use normal pegboard hooks, which is huge if you already own pegboard hardware, or you just want cheaper, simpler add-ons. You can even use third-party accessories like guys that are 3D printing them or Talon hooks. There are a ton of options out there on the internet. And because the wall is made out of steel, you can use magnets, magnetic trays, magnetic holders, and some signage. So that turns this from kind of just a pegboard wall into a much more open storage option. So what matters more to you in a wall system? Is it gonna be brand integration or overall flexibility? Let me know down in the comments. So what I like about the accessory mix that I picked out is that it solves several different kinds of problems. The drill holder rack gives you a dedicated place for compact power tools, so they're not like sitting on the bench or living in a drawer. Screwdriver holder gives smaller hand tools a real home instead of letting them float around from drawer to drawer. The router bit holder is a great example of task-specific storage. If you're going to be using this for a woodworking wall like I am, it couldn't be more useful. The 12-drawer bin cabinet helps you with one of the most annoying shop problems. All the tiny stuff. Screws, fasteners, little hardware, bits and pieces that usually end up being mixed together or lost. The clamp rack brackets are rock solid and can hold pipe clamps, F-clamps, parallel clamps, and they come in 4-inch or 8-inch sizes. Then you've got the smaller pieces like the spring clips, the C brackets, the accessory hangers, which help you customize the wall for tools that don't fit into the obvious categories. And honestly, that's really the power of this setup. The accessories are modular, very reasonably priced, and all made out of steel right here in the USA. And quick tip, if you end up building one of these out, if you want the accessories to feel more solid and stop them from rattling, take some rubber non-slip grip material like this right here, cut it into little squares, and put it on the stability tabs of these little hangers. This takes out all of the extra play, helps the accessory sit tighter, and makes the setup feel a lot more dialed in. And if you're OCD like me, cut them to the exact size of the tab. That way no one will know it's there except you. So I think wall control makes the most sense for a few kind of people. If you want a cleaner wall around your bench, makes sense. If you want more flexibility than a brand locked system, it makes sense. If you already have some normal pegboard hooks or want the option to use cheaper generic accessories, it makes sense. And if you like the idea of magnets being part of the setup, that definitely makes sense. And if you want the wall to feel more like a real workstation and less like random storage, it makes a lot of sense. Now, if you only want brand specific wall accessories and tight ecosystem integration, Milwaukee or Ryobi probably makes more sense for you. And if you want the cheapest possible wall storage, it's probably not your lane either. But if versatility matters more to you than staying inside one branded system, wall control gets really compelling really fast. So was I wrong about pegboard? Yeah, at least this version of it. And what makes wall control really interesting is that it's not just like better pegboard. It's that it combines the openness of pegboard with steel construction, magnetic utility, proprietary accessories, normal peg hook compatibility, and enough flexibility to build the wall around the way you work. So even though Wall Control did send me this entire setup for me to test, I liked it so much I went out and bought a whole nother set with my own money. And if you want to do the same and you're in the market, use promo code SAVE10 on wallcontrol.com, save yourself a couple of bucks. Now that this wall is up, the next step for me is going to be a real comparison, because I already own the Milwaukee Packout and the Ryobi LINK wall, and those do some things really well, but they're not the same. So if you want to learn 10 things I wish I knew before I installed my Milwaukee Packout wall, click the video right here. It's pretty damn interesting. So that's all I have for you today, but as always, thanks for watching. God bless.